227 Titusville, 1097.
1555.
Beige Toyota.
Dispatch has been updated.
We're getting a ways down. Just a couple blocks down. Oh, I don't think I've been to this house actually. Give me a pass.
I'm gonna park like right up here.
Yeah, park around there. I think I've been to this house. I think it was that house before. It was a house.
Hello, good afternoon.
So, here's the intake. So, we have a child who is about to be 2. The child is actually currently in foster care. We actually removed the child in February of 2019 due to failure.
1724, right? This house?
Yep.
I remember.
Yeah, so we removed the child due to failure to thrive.
Back in February?
Yeah, February 2019.
Right.
So the child was placed into foster care. Since then, the child has been doing okay. The parents have not lost full custody of the child. So the parents at this point in time have unsupervised visitation, and they've been having the child about 3 nights a week. And they have been to the doctors, and the child has an NG tube in the nose. We're on the phone with the doctor right now, who is the GI doctor. And the GI doctor is saying that this child needs to have a tube, a physical G tube, because the NG tube is a temporary solution. Well, the parents will not allow and does not agree with the doctor, so that's why we ended up with this case. So again, it's coming in as a medical neglect as to the parents because they won't agree with proceeding with getting
Right.
the G-tube
But
put
they
in.
don't have custody of the children, correct?
Yeah, but we can't. I know, that's where the slippery slope is because they still have parental rights.
But they
So
are,
they can still make medical decisions as to the child. And they're reunifying next week. So now we end up with this case because they're still making these medical decisions. So now we have to talk to them about this G-tube situation. So my hands.
they're still refusing. What is the doctor advising?
The doctor is advising that the kid gets a G-tube because what
In
happened
the actual stomach.
in
This
the
is
stomach.
a feeding tube, correct?
Yes, because the kid has food aversions, and because
Because that's
of,
why they removed the children, because it was,
right,
and the parents got arrested.
yes,
But this is the same case I'm thinking
same
of.
case.
We were out here, was it 19? I thought it was the beginning of this year they removed.
No, it was 19 already because we.
No, I mean like we came here, DCF, and removed the children from the house. And my partner that was here, he didn't work here in 2019.
Oh, okay.
Well, he
maybe
did.
It was 20,
Yeah, I think it was February 2020.
okay.
And it was at that house. Right?
Yeah, 1724.
So, hey, let
But-
them know that we're going to be out 1724 because they have us out at 1725.
227 Titusville. My 20 is going to be at 1724.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's the same house. The failure to thrive, where the child was very lethargic and needed to be transported to
And
parish.
I'm assuming doctor is the reason why we're here.
Yeah.
Can I just get your information really quick?
Sure, it's Susan Cameron,
Susan S.
S-U-S-A-N. Last name is Cameron, C-A-M-E-R-O-N. Heather Thomas. So she's the case manager through Family Allies. She's been working with the family and the child
So they,
since the child's been removed.
the children are in state's care.
Yeah. I know, it doesn't make sense.
No, it don't make sense at all.
No.
So,
Because the
well,
parents
don't take
still
this-
have the right... No, I know. But
Because
the
then it
parents
makes it
still-
look like that y'all guys are doing.
I know. But the parents have been compliant with their case plan. They've had unsupervised visits, and they're about to be reunified next week. And they have... Yeah.
They're not playing ball, but I mean, they're supervised visits. Are the children being allowed? Are they allowed to stay here
Yeah. Unsupervised.
3 days a week?
Mm-hmm.
Then where are they at the rest of them?
At foster home. So they're in the process of reunification now, and that's why I'm out here to talk to them about the situation and like what is their opinion on this G tube. But the doctor is saying that that NG tube is a temporary situation because the kid keeps pulling it out. He's only 2, and with the permanent solution that prevents him from pulling it out as easy. And this kid has to keep going back to Nemours several times a week to get the NG tube put back in, which causes more trauma and issues to the child, which is not good. And it's supposed to only be in there no more than 6 weeks.
And it's been in there for a while now.
Since we removed.
Okay.
So that's the problem.
Should I
We're
get
gonna
her?
have to- you need to call Sarge on this. Just put it on speakerphone. We have not made. Let him know we have not made Just ask him if he's available for a phone call.
227 to 115. Are you available for a phone call?
Go ahead and call him. Put him on speakerphone. Make sure you mute it.
Does he have it already?
the same question he wants me to ask you. Remember I asked you, I said,
Okay.
who has the ultimate power saying this child has this? My interpretation is y'all as DCF should say, okay, regardless of what you think, ultimate care is under DCF, correct?
Correct. At the moment. However, they are supposed to get reunified on Tuesday.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if they're refusing to give the child medical care, then that's probably
Going to be an issue.
that's going to be something that y'all guys are going to have to talk to with your attorneys and.
Yeah, we've
and-
already been on the phone with the attorneys, and that's what we have to figure out. We have to figure out what they're willing to do, like, because these are only allegations at this point. The doctor's saying that they're not willing or they're not.
The issue, so, and this, I always try to put myself in stuff like this. So I always try to say, okay, there's certain things that I'm not okay with my daughter going with certain procedures. Like they said, oh, you can't return to school unless you get a COVID shot. I'm going to probably like, no, we don't, it hasn't been out long enough to know what the side effects of it.
Right.
You know, mumps, measles, and stuff like that, I understand. COVID-19, you know, they've only been developing 3 months. There's maybe an adverse effect that happens in a year.
Exactly.
I think that parents should have that right.
They do.
If this child is completely and utterly malnutrition, which was the original
Right.
Oh, yeah.
issue why they got arrested. They got arrested,
Yes.
if I'm not
Yes, they
mistaken,
did.
for that. But if the child is healthy
He's
and
healthy right now. He's chunky.
okay, well that's good. The issue that lies with us is basically all we can do right now is just basically be a standby for y'all to make sure that the peace is kept. Because ultimately, whose is it their responsibility or is it your, DCF's responsibility to provide medical care? And that's where the liability lies. Because, I mean, it's just like when they got arrested for not providing care to the child. Right now, who has custody, sole custody of the child?
Right now, he's legally in foster care.
Okay.
But they still have their parental rights, so they get the choice as to who.
But ultimately, if the child is this and that, DCF can override that
We
and
can
say,
override it and give them a court order to take them to medical. Like, that's what we're here to find out. Do we have to get with our legal team and say, okay, you're not abiding by this. This is what the doctor is recommending. Okay, now we need to get a court order and force you to get it.
yeah,
In this case, that's why we were talking to the doctor, because we were trying to figure out what is the actual adverse effects between getting a nose tube and having a G tube.
well,
Because,
infection. And,
the infection with the nose or the
Both
mucosa
of
breaking
them
or
can
the
get
septum.
infections, right?
Right.
Like,
So that's why I'm like,
well,
well, if we could
I
get
just
an
had one not
infection
too long ago. A gentleman had a G tube in his stomach, and I think he had it for like 6 months, and it was grossly infected.
here.
Yeah.
That's what happened
and
to my dad.
it was a DCF call for that one too. So I'm kind of
Yeah.
like, it's going to be a catch-22.
right.
Here's my $1 million question: do y'all think that there's sufficient to be ongoing parents with this?
You know, they did everything they were supposed to do. They attend every medical appointment and get pissed off if they're not given the opportunity to be at the medical appointments.
Yep.
They have the nutritional supplement that he's been prescribed that's costs a pretty penny to buy.
And
They've been having good overnight visits, and he's not coming back weighing like 5 pounds less or anything. It's like a normal fluctuation by like a pound.
so basically, right now, the pros and cons of both of them.
I think they're pretty. I mean, I don't know. I don't know yet
Because I'm not a doctor.
I'm not a doctor either.
So
but
I know that both of them can have, just in my experience in law enforcement, both of them has adverse effects possible, like with
Yeah.
infections. I get that the little one's 2 years old and is pulling it out, but they're going to be pulling that out too.
Exactly.
yeah, and the little
Because
one,
they're not attached permanently.
and
They
it gets stuck on clothes.
Yeah.
uh,
And my neighbors want to know what I've done wrong.
Everything.
Everybody's texting each other back and forth.
gossip at Titusville.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, basically, so right now the issue that we come into is who ultimately has medical care, and if my understanding is correct, it's more than likely going to be DCF. And if DCF has determined that's an issue, that's going to be something that y'all guys are going to have to do. So we'll go with you because I know last time I was here they were.
He went on a walk and said he's walking back home now.
Okay.
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 But he seemed very calm on the phone.
Okay.
I thought he was gonna.
But
go
well,
down
last
me a
time he
little
said
bit.
I was pressing him, and
Yes. I mean, I get told
You
crap
didn't-
like that almost every week.
I will let you know that this is a
Sorry. Hey. So I'm out here with DCF and law enforcement because there was a report called in and they have to initiate an investigation. But I literally think it's gonna be fine. Not a Muna. Not a Muna.
basically.
Yeah. Do you want to talk to the mom?
Sure.
Here, I'll
Huh?
let the investigator, because I don't want to
What I
step
got?
on her
Boogers?
toes. I just came out
Black
because
stuff?
I know
Yeah.
you guys.
I mean, the coffee.
And you haven't had
Coffee.
the best experiences, you know? I know, but I literally think everything's going to be fine. So I'll let her explain the investigation, okay? Okay.
Hi, Julia. My name is Susan Cameron with the Department of Children and Families. Hi.
Talk to the
Oh,
doctor.
sorry about all this.
The doctor, I'm surprised he didn't call me instead of calling in a DCF report, because the way Nemours works is you can have account portals for like access to upcoming appointments and everything, and I'm in there. And I've been a part of a few appointments, but
Let me ask you a question. Okay, do we need to be here?
I don't think so.
Because I know he's gonna. I know he's gonna get upset that we are.
I don't think you need to be here, honestly. However, I get that
Do you think it's a neglect issue? Because the problem that I'm running
he's not
into.
even in their care right now, technically.
That's true. That's,
Yeah.
That's the issue that we run into. And like I just told her, I said, the DCF thing understands something. My understanding is that y'all are in sole custody of them and is allowing them to have. So ultimately, care is on you.
A little bit, yeah. I think it's, yeah, we would love to have their consent, but at the same time,
You don't need it.
we don't technically need it. We can go to court and argue about the issue, but it's interesting now that the doctor is pressing this now. Because I think it's because he's about to go home. I think that's why. Mom called yesterday, I think, and asked for training on how to reinsert the tube so she'll stop having to take him to the ER because of all the COVID exposure and da-da-da. And he was like, no, we don't provide that. The foster parent got trained on how to do it.
10-4.
So I don't know exactly what it is. I don't know exactly why. It's being pressed now.
What's that child's name? Let me see.
What's up, 1098 code?
Same as LaBaTaw.
Yeah, right here.
I'm trying to debate if I want to call Jessica and bother her. She was the detective that was working the case before.
Right.
Okay, so
We have a surgical consult scheduled the 28th. So I don't even know why this was called up, honestly.
okay.
Because to me, they haven't flat out refused it unless they go to that appointment and tell the doctor, hell no.
Did you read this?
Yep, I did.
E-echo. You know what E-echo means?
Unfounded.
Because if they've got you said next week they got a surgical.
The 28th of this month.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm going to send a message to the doctors and say, please call me so I can participate
Yeah,
telephonically.
because there's no reason to escalate it. I mean, if they're trying to do the right thing, if they've learned their lesson and say, hey, look, I'm going to do this.
Right.
I mean, from everything you're telling me, that they've been compliant on everything.
They have been compliant. They haven't been pleasant, but they've been compliant.
Well,
You don't have to be pleasant.
no.
Nope.
That's not what the law says. The law says you have to be compliant.
Exactly.
And as long as they're compliant,
Yeah. Right now,
but it is flat out saying they are refusing.
see, I don't know what happened during that phone call.
Well, when your husband
do it.
Okay.
We're going to attend the appointment, but we're not going to do
Okay,
it.
thank you,
I don't know
Julie. I
if they said
appreciate
that.
it.
That's not what Mom
Okay.
said to me. So, unless they specifically said, no, we're not even going to do it, and tried to cancel the appointment, then I could understand the allegations.
Yeah.
But I
Oh,
don't.
Yeah, so she's just like, we've scheduled an appointment for the 28th to meet with a surgeon and the rest of it. Doesn't sound like
It
She's
sounds
not
like,
completely against anything. It's more so him.
well,
He's-
Dad, yeah, he's grumpy.
He's very
Grumpy.
unique and grumpy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just say grumpy. That's
Grumpy.
politically correct.
Yeah.
he's PC.
I have a body camera on. I have to be.
Yeah.
Body camera goes off, then I don't have to be.
Oh, that footage is online.
Which one?
Oh, from the other removals and stuff. He put it on YouTube.
Oh, he did?
Oh, I was there.
Oh, God.
He put it on YouTube.
Poor Nicole.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Oh, no.
I'm not telling him I know about that yet, though.
I don't care.
Because,
Here's the thing: we get recorded on everything,
of course.
and you know the public's going to have their opinion of it. But the facts are, the law's the law, and if you don't abide by the law, then
Right.
this is what happens.
Right.
Regardless of the outcome,
Yeah.
you know, if you don't like how the system is, go somewhere where they don't have one.
Yeah.
The system here is to protect the children, and you know,
Right.
fortunately, we have one of the best medical care in the world. It's expensive, but
That's for sure.
I promise you, when your leg's hanging off your leg, like,
Yeah.
okay, you don't want to have surgery in Afghanistan. Trust me.
Oh, yeah.
228,
Yeah, I had a
I'll
kid
be
whose leg
1061,
was just
River's Edge
shattered
and Lagoon.
the other week, actually. Just shattered in multiple places, bones sticking out.
That's why I was specific about Afghanistan.
Yeah.
They flew me to Germany and did the surgery there, not
Yeah.
here.
Germany. I
Well, 'cause it's
appreciate
clean.
Germany. Yeah. Right.
Well, Afghanistan, the hospitals are dirty. All they do there is stabilize you, make sure you're not going to bleed out, and then they.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean,
Did she say he's coming back?
yeah, I said when he comes back, you know, we'll talk to him about it because I didn't want to bother her at work. She's upset at work now.
Yeah, of course.
And I said,
Because
oh,
she's
I
just
feel
scared
bad.
that everyone's trying to remove the baby.
Well,
and the other baby.
She said that we're harassing her, and
She said that on the phone?
yeah, she
Oh,
said
great.
we're harassing her, and that we had no bearing to remove the child at 11 days old in the first place.
Well, Amuna, yeah, I think that was kind of ludicrous that she got removed, to be honest. I do.
Oh, she was removed.
Yeah, she was removed and given back at the court hearing. She doesn't have the same needs that Oba has, and I think they were ignorant to what was actually going on with him medically, ergo the neglect. That's what I think. He's got some real issues with feeding, failure to thrive. He's got some sort of cardiac issue. I don't know how to
He has
pronounce.
VSD.
That's it.
I don't know what that is.
That's a hole in the
Okay, I get you.
ventricle.
And then hypothyroidism.
Yeah.
Lots of issues.
Yeah, he sees like 4 or 5 specialists
Oh, wow.
at Nemours. Yeah.
Endocrinology.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking with the foster mom about his condition. Just like, you know, that's a lot. And he's so cute.
He is. He's really adorable.
Oh my God.
When he came in, he looked like one of those starving kids on the commercials.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I do this when he comes up. Because I was here for the last removal.
Yeah.
He almost went to jail.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I mean, ECF showed up with a court order, and I was like, look, dude, that's the actual piece of paper that's signed by a
Yeah.
judge. It wasn't just,
Yeah.
hey, it's on the way. It was,
Yeah.
I don't remember if it was it the 11-day-old one?
Must
That
have
went
been.
in February that we were.
That must have been that one because
Well, I
this
thought
one
Oba
was
got
in
it.
February 2019, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
February.
that's Obadiah.
Yeah.
Because I actually didn't know about.
What happened to the charges? Did they ever get?
No, they're still going on in court. They've been offered plea deals and have chosen not to take them. And
Uh-oh.
I have heard through the grapevine that the charges might even get dropped because they feel like they can't prove their case of neglect. Because they can't specifically pinpoint it to, yes, it's the parent's fault, he looked like that.
or no, and he's got several medical issues, but
Right.
okay.
He's got several medical issues though, and they should have done more. Quite honestly, I still think it's neglect. I don't know if that comes up.
I just don't know how much I can prove, you know? How far is the dead weight?
I don't know. I know he also wanted to call his lawyer, but I'm like, dude, like this really is not going to be that big of a deal.
They're willing to meet with the surgeon.
I mean, they're meeting on the 28th, so
And they're also going to be ordered to meet on the 28th too. That's going to be a condition of reunification. That appointment cannot be canceled. So
other. I mean,
they have every intention of going now without us court ordering them to do it.
Titus 149, 1013.
Right now? For
Well,
this?
parents have been notified.
Yeah. Yeah.
so is the child here now?
No.
He's in foster.
Okay, today.
He's coming back tomorrow.
Okay. That was another thing my supervisor was concerned with. If the child's here now, why is DCF here now?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure we're all on the same page here.
Oh, because I told him, I said, what are we investigating?
Right.
That he's going to a doctor on the 28th,
Right.
as it
He's
is?
been getting medical care ongoing.
So they're just going to do a
This is
record
going to be a signal 18,
Okay.
and then just IND. We're not going to. Sarge said, don't even if it's
So that's why I told Margaret.
it's done.
You know, I told
Well,
her,
our
I
end's
said,
done.
I
All
Yeah,
we're doing is
He's 10-12.
Hi.
we could go into there for the rain start.
Yeah, that would be cool. Okay.
Hey, I just want you to let you know we're only here for them. We're not here for anything else here.
Oh, I'm glad. Thank you. Yeah, we started here. That's cool.
I'm here for you.
I appreciate you last time, actually.
For me?
Thank you. Yeah, you were.
Oh, I thought you were going to be mad at me last time.
I was mad at the situation, but I didn't realize you weren't part of the factory sense.
Okay. So good. Now I can take this off and he won't be mad at me.
Didn't even work.
Huh?
Your mask didn't do anything.
What?
I said your mask didn't cook.
Apparently, man.
Hi, Brent.
I'm Susan with DCF.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm so sorry under these circumstances. How silly is this?
Right. Yeah.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
She just went to the bathroom a minute ago. We
Aw.
was on a walk. I just came from the walk.
So, the reason why
Trying
I'm
to hide. I was really not in the house.
Yeah, I know. You're good. Is we received a call, and the call is because of Obadiah's NG tube in his nose.
Okay.
From what I understand from the doctor, because I did call the doctor and ask him, you know, what's the concern?
Right.
Okay. And he said that the NG tube was a temporary solution.
Right.
And now they're looking for a more permanent solution.
It's cute, baby.
So are you guys going to do the permanent solution, or what's up with that?
After an allergy test, I feel it's
Okay.
appropriate. I feel it's very ignorant for a GI doctor not to prescribe an allergy test for my son when I did
Okay.
one for her. And
Okay.
I repeatedly told them since they have me on interrogation that I care about my children and I had allergies and asthma and so on and so forth about all my medical history, which is mostly in the notes. In the video.
Okay.
I think it's, yeah.
So
And
you
plus,
just-
he's not in our care. He was eating better. That's also documented too. When he was out of our care, he started eating less, and then he had social anxiety. That's all documented as well. We're going to take him to a psychologist because she wants to see him.
Okay.
Initially evaluating him.
Yep. Perfect.
I feel we need stability and consistency. And allergy test before we proceed.
Okay. And then he has a follow-up appointment for what Heather was saying and what Mom was saying on the 28th. He has
Yes,
an appointment.
correct.
Okay.
Yes, my wife will be attending it.
Okay. So you're really
I'm not against surgery.
not
We
against
were
it,
all for
you're
heart
just-
surgery originally. They canceled that themselves. That's
Yeah.
documented as well.
right. Okay.
little nervous.
It's okay.
No, don't be nervous.
It's not-
Listen, we're not here
Not
for you.
for you,
We're-
it's just the whole
No,
experience.
you're
Right.
Yeah.
You're okay.
But it sounds like you're doing everything the right way, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Originally, we wanted a second opinion, and then the guy
You can
called.
get a second opinion.
Well, no. Originally from that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what happened.
Right.
You know, second opinion. They say that's okay. My son was already diagnosed with the crime, and he wasn't diagnosed with other things that we didn't know about. So. You know, it's the-
Okay. What's a good phone number for you, Dad?
Yeah, I'll give you two of my wife's name.
Sure.
321-591. 1544.
It's okay.
You're okay. You're okay.
321
Uh-huh.
482
482.
3141.
I'm sorry, 7141?
482 3141.
3141. And that's Mom?
No, that is mine. We switched feet often, so you
Okay.
can call one.
Yeah, I noticed that today.
Yeah.
Okay, so either way, we should be
Or you
able to
come
get
knock if
someone
you want,
or
yeah,
come
just-
knock or whatever. Okay.
And you got Julia's number?
I think that's the
written
first one
down?
here.
Okay.
591 1544.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, can I have you sign?
128 Shalom 10-7.
And should I sign anything, Brain? Right. Yes. In a nutshell.
Yeah.
Pretty much. In a
Yeah,
nutshell.
that's all I'm saying is if he's getting, follow-up done. That's all I'm asking.
You want me to pick this
It's
paper?
not, yeah, you can read it. It's not anything to say.
It's not anything consenting to treatment about like
What happened to encounter?
Like no, this is just like normal paperwork. Like
Yeah,
you're
this
not a
is-
part of a tribe and you're aware of your rights and
Yeah, this is your rights and responsibilities.
Go ahead. You can grab the phone from here.
Yeah,
This again.
pretty much. This is Susan Cameron with Department of Children and Families. We received a hotline intake earlier today. And basically what it was saying is that there was concerns for Obadiah
see the
having
issues
a
I have with some
temporary
of our job?
NG2 and the recommendation
Okay,
by a
this right
physician
here
having a
is-
full-on G2
No, you can leave it
and
recorded.
that not being performed or done.
Because whoever has to watch
And,
this is going to look at it and
so-
say the same thing.
And coming out here, he
They're
was just
doing what they
explaining
want.
to me
They
that
have a right
he was
to
just
ask for a
getting,
second
another
Right.
opinion,
Just
or
like you
possibly
do for
looking
your own
into
personal
allergy
care with your
testing
kids, just like I would
and,
with my kids.
Right.
following through
Okay.
with that,
Um,
which to me is
and
appropriate.
their whole,
Well, he's on Zyrtec.
So the only things that I was going
so
through
the issue
is
that I have with
the,
it is
general
why is that doctor pushing?
DCF form
Why
for
is it not what?
ICWA, firearm
I'll tell you in a
safety,
minute.
sleep safety, water safety, HIPAA, rights and responsibilities
Such a cute
form.
Mhm,
when
them
we
pretty
get
blue
into
eyes.
investigation.
Looks like daddy's eyes.
her brother has the same
A little
Okay.
deeper, yeah.
So that's why I'm having him.
She's gonna be a killer.
Right.
Tuesday.
Yeah, but every time we get a new intake, we have to have a new one signed. Yeah, it's kind of a pain. But yeah, every time we have to go through this, unfortunately. But the babies, they look good, and I'm looking at the other baby right now. So, I mean, overall, I don't have any
10-4,
outward
thank you.
concerns or the need to put in a safety plan or anything at this point in time. Okay? Okay.
So sign it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll let you go. It seems cool. All right. God bless. Bye. Thank you.
That's your attorney?
Oh yeah.
Good job.
Thank you.
Hey, what did I tell you last time I was out here?
Yeah, you did. You were right.
What'd I say?
Yeah. Yeah. Said a lot. I was in a mood.
I know. I'm very much aware of that.
Today is the first.
But you do, I think I told you, I said just do everything the right way, things will work out.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's just sad I went this far.
I know.
One
But
call.
everything's gonna be okay.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Well,
Keep doing what you're doing.
Day and that'll be it.
And then
I ain't worried about it. I bet the worst.
this one.
My family's getting handled too.
And this one is just released so I can look at medical records if I need to. That's all it is. I'm not drug testing
His
you or
records.
doing anything. Not hers.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Now you're not entertaining
Okay.
at all.
Thank
I'm
you.
so sorry, Mona.
Okay.
What did I do?
Okay.
She's like, I'm looking at the cool guy over here that just finally showed his face.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I am out of here for now,
Alright.
and then
Hopefully
Uh,
forever.
hopefully.
Yeah.
But that would be nice, right?
That'd be nice, right? Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. See, not too bad. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Look at your face. Yeah, face.
Look at
So
those
cute.
teeth.
Sure.
Take these off.
I told you last time next time I see you, shake your hand. Right?
Thank you.
Good
All
luck.
right.
Bless, bro.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.